Can I see you guys do the vampire jump? Does it look as silly as I think? Yeah.
Are you just floating?
You just... It feels weird.
Okay, so I have a question. So when you jump and aim down your sights, it slows down time. But
No. You're gliding.
are you? Because
It's an automatic glide when you.
oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just...
Because I was gonna ask how that works with co-op. Yeah, this is hysterical to
You're
look at.
falling with style.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, sure.
Let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
You like vampires?
Yeah, I like vampires. I recently watched all of the Twilight movies.
Oh, that's not what I was expecting you to say at all. Why? Just for fun? You like them?
What do you mean? Why?
Yeah, my girlfriend was like, "I can't believe you've never seen these," and I was like, "Yeah, let's give these a shot." And yeah, they're fun. I think that first one's all right, actually.
Okay.
They're like kind of fun bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was really big on Buffy as a kid, which I think is also kind of fun bad.
Absolutely, it is.
So, this is EvilVEvil, which I suspect is what if Left 4 Dead, but vampires, but also hero shooter, but also a bit of a looter.
Which I'll say, what if Left 4 Dead but vampires was absolutely the pitch I was sold on with Redfall? Which that is absolutely not what that game was.
Not quite. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, this one's doing a lot of things. You know how it usually goes when games try to be lots of different games at the same time. But it's hard to go wrong with here's 100 dudes to shoot. You know?
No, and it's hard to go wrong when it's like, and they go down like paper. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
just like nothing.
Yeah. So what is all this stuff? The blue stuff's ammo. I got that.
So you have two different types of ammo because you have two different types of weapons.
Right.
One
gun is like the UV gun that breaks shields.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's on like monsters and stuff. And then the other one's just like straight up bullets.
So my guy has like a Winston leap into the fray.
How does that feel?
I'm wondering if you can upgrade it maybe to make it like jump further or do bigger AoE. Because I'm jumping onto guys, and that's cool, but then they're all still alive and shooting at me, which is less cool.
It's certainly less cool, isn't it?
But I have a shotgun. I need to remember to feed. That's how you heal, right?
Yeah, it kind of like leaves you open. But I also like I can't tell like is feeding does like it leaves you vulnerable, I guess. But like I can't tell like if what interrupts it, if just like getting hit interrupts it or what.
So I played a significant amount, and depending on the perk that you have, you can make your feeding time decrease pretty like a significant amount. So you don't get it interrupted as often. It'll like a second.
Okay, that makes more sense. I've got the one where I can feed from farther away.
So that's kind of the looter part of it, right? Is you're getting upgrade and you're getting materials to upgrade the passive bonuses that you have to like feed faster.
Yeah. And so I think you unlock stuff through just like leveling up, and you just level up by completing missions and killing guys and whatever. But then, because I don't know if you're like picking up like specific pieces of loot and stuff like that, but you might be a little unclear because there's just like so much like. I think I read something recently about like orb games. Do you know what I mean by that? Like games where there's just like orbs all over the place.
For sure, Destiny.
Yeah, like Destiny, like the first Descendant or whatever. And
oh, I'm down.
This game is a little bit like that. Oh dear. How do we?
Got my last.
Aha. That's easy enough. But even then, these guys aren't vampires. We're playing as the vampires.
We're the vampires, yeah. Well, I don't know what that guy was. At first, I thought he
like
looked
a big crab.
Head.
Yeah, I definitely see
Are
that.
they like demons? Because we're opening. They're like coming from portals from somewhere.
All right.
Yeah,
are
what's
you
the
ready
lore?
for the
There's a
lore?
narrative.
Are you ready for the lore
Yeah.
dump? All right. So we are vampires that have been asleep for a long, long time. And we are fighting against a cult. Unclear why. Unclear why the cult's also like, because I feel like in video games, if there's a cult, they'd like vibe with you. Yeah. Unclear why they're not on our side, but they are like opening portals to like Demon Land, which I believe is the canonical name.
And again, we don't like that.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. I'm like, I guess I don't understand like why we're not on board as sort of demons ourselves. But we're modified vampires because we can walk in the sun and such. And the cult is trying to like do something with our blood to make more modified vampires, or maybe to make us not modified. Again, not super clear. Didn't read a whole lot of the documents, but this is what I've picked up from my, I'll loosely say, hour and a half to 2 hours with this.
Oh no!
It's also important to know.
Did you go down? I got you.
We're like the organization of the dragon.
Yes, we are.
Whatever. Yeah.
The Order of the Dragon.
Yeah. Is there like a timer on that? Oh, we're totally fine.
Hold up. Sorry, time out. My gun's invisible.
Gun's
just
invisible.
have my hands out like I'm holding a gun. I love that. I actually like this better.
You look fine to us, but that's
I'm using a shotgun, so I'm pumping my hands every time I fire. It's great. It's great. Oh, I just reloaded too. Yeah,
I bet that was great.
I hope it stays this way. All right, sorry.
Christian, do you have a shotgun, or I've got like an SMG.
My UV gun is a shotgun.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll also be honest. Like, I just caught Christian biting some guy.
What did you catch me doing?
Biting some guy.
We saw you. We saw what you did.
It looked so suspect. I mean, just for a second, it's like, huh? Oh, yeah.
But after this round, I'm going to dig into these mods a little bit and see if I can get some power.
Make that Scarlet Rot build you've been telling us all about.
I don't know about you guys, but I sure love when numbers go up. It's one of my favorite hobbies. Making numbers go up.
Can I be true? This is not to speak about this specific game. But when did all these numbers show up in like every game? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think it's about retention.
100%.
And I think
it is the subtitles of TikTok. Numbers are to video games.
Right.
Little numbers popping out of an enemy when you shoot them is
yeah
absolutely what that is.
Everything is designed now in a landscape where there's too many games.
Yeah.
So that's sort of like just the backdrop to every decision. Every time you're playing something, you're like, why did they do it this way? It's like, well, because there's too many games. They have to do it that way because otherwise people will play a different thing.
I will say what I can appreciate though about EvilVEvil is that these missions are kind of bite-sized. No pun intended. Although I'll take it. But because they're bite-sized, it means that you don't have to. Like, this is a great thing to pop into with some friends for a little bit and then say, all right, we're moving on to whatever other thing. And then knowing that, okay, there's more bite-sized missions in the back.
I do think, though, that it's unavoidable. I have made a mistake. I should not be here. Jumping into the middle of the staircase when there's still guys above you and below you.
Was that Winston blast?
Yeah, I Winstoned in with no bubble.
So I would like to apologize right now. The energy weapon that I unlocked is a sniper rifle. So it is, what I'm going to say, largely unusable against the melee-based enemies that were going up that require the...
You should have got that melee speed artifact.
I should have increased that by 4%. Although it doesn't work on those guys. Oh my gosh.
Can we see you do a trick shot with that? Like,
yeah, why don't you just 360 no scope him? I took off the shotgun and I put on this DMR that kicks like a mule, and to be honest, maybe I'm getting a little nauseous.
I think that's fair.
The screen bounce on this thing is pretty intense. But I'll push through, because that's what real gamers do.
Yeah, just be a real gamer, Eric. Come on. Can I say this graffiti is amazing? Like, look at this. It says "Vamps suck." I have a.
It's layered.
I have a soft spot in my heart for video game graffiti, because like when you look at it, it gets just hysterical. Do you guys remember the hit video game Outriders?
Oh yes.
Sure.
In the background of the first scene, when, spoiler alert, you get transported to the future or whatever happens in that game. Eric, am I allowed to curse on this program?
Yeah, absolutely.
Just in the background is just graffiti that just says "fuck." Like no one, like not fuck this, not fuck that, not whatever, but just this guy looked at the wall and was like, you know what this needs?
Dude, sometimes you gotta catharsis out.
I guess it's true. I'm certainly not immune to understanding why that might be fun, but
Can I share something interesting that just happened to me?
Eric, you can share anything with us.
Oh wow, I'm glad.
We're
to hear that.
vampire brothers.
So right here where the door of this truck meets the edge of this container, I got rooted. I was full-blown stuck, and as you were telling that little story about the fuck word, I started to panic a little bit.
I'm just like, well, we have to
silently.
reload.
Like, yeah, we're gonna have to restart again. I tried my Winston jump to no avail. You want to know what eventually got me out?
Did you get hit by someone?
An enemy got close enough that I could feed, and when you feed, you just teleport to them. And that rescued me. So pro tip, when you get stuck on Geo, don't kill anything. Let them get close enough that you can teleport out with a feed move. That's a real pro strat.
All right, check this. 360 no scope. Boom.
Smoke them.
All right. Didn't even break a shield. Very powerful sniper
did it
rifle we've
look
got right
badass?
here. No, the sensitivity's a little low, so. So when I shoot this helicopter, it gives me the damage sort of like X.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I am not.
Well, don't
seeing-
stop now.
I can't, right? I mean,
Huh, we do get hit markers.
isn't that weird?
Well,
Was there? Did any of you guys unlock like a thing that like unlocks more helicopter damage?
yeah, I think I had 2% more helicopter damage.
Okay,
right
so then we
after
need you.
feed.
Okay, there were some enemies then. We need to.
It's a 2% chance.
Oh god. Oh, so yes. Okay, is this about to kill me? Nope. Oh, I almost fell off the edge. I'm gonna say that we cannot blow this thing up.
I also suspect that they're going to be adding, or I guess the long-term plan, should EvilVEvil succeed, is to add more heroes.
Yes, and more levels, I think too, because this is just like 11 or so, and then it's that's it. I guess like. So I tried out all of the characters. I tried each of them once, and then I just stuck with this lady because she was the last one I tried. I didn't get the sense that they felt any different to play. Like, to you, what do you think like a new hero would have to be to really sort of change up how this plays? Anything really?
I mean, so can they all use the same guns?
No, they all have different weapons that they have to unlock to get
so as you
more
level up.
options.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, because like your
Is-
cooldown abilities are very simple. They're just damage abilities. So
Yeah.
and there's no ultimate, right?
Right.
No, which is surprising. You'd think that there would be, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the way that like the UI at the bottom is sort of like made up. You'd think that it kind of like it looks like the bite would be, but it's just the bite that everyone has.
It's just a regular bite. Yeah.
Yeah, and they also... Oh, I'm completely out of ammo. I didn't know that was possible.
It's because we spent too much time shooting that helicopter.
Oh, right. There's also no, like, passives. It's not like some characters have more health or, you know, some move faster or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it would be kind of hard to make characters...
To really
that feel a little
differentiate.
different. Yeah.
And I wonder, too, because I think, Christian, your character is the one that's in the tutorial, right?
Yes.
So, like, you have, like, a Dishonored blink, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
and
does
you-
like minuscule
You
damage.
throw
So
grenades.
I have a blink as well, but it's just a lunge, and then Eric's got the Winston jump. Which, by the way, every time we say, I just like the first time you said it, I for no reason at all thought you were talking about Winston from New Girl. I was like, does he have a jump?
Does he jump in that show? yeah.
It's like-
Yeah, you
it's like,
forgot
is
that
there-
episode where he jumps on everyone and kills them?
Well, wasn't he like a basketball player in Lithuania or something like that? It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is like how many like lunge attacks are there, and how can you really make those feel all that different? You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. If you've got like a mobility and a damage for everyone, how many different versions of move quickly from here to there are there? I don't know.
I also think to like I imagine the impulse is to like give different characters different weapons, and that's how you sort of differentiate them. I'll say having this sniper rifle is like it's just useless. It's like for real, like there's no point in having this because all of these enemies are just like right up on your face. So you'd hope that they would consider what. Oh, that was a good Winston smash.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate compliments.
Yeah, man. So I imagine that they would have to like. Hopefully, they would consider like what the game is asking of you when adding new weapons and stuff.
Okay, don't do it yet, but
yeah.
Picture in your mind what happens when you jump off these stairs into this water.
Okay.
What do you think?
I'm picturing it.
What do you think that looks like?
Can I say I also really like that it's a single texture that's just like it's a stylistic choice. It's a stylistic choice.
That's the dead giveaway here, but yeah.
I'm gonna say you fall directly through it like it's Sonic 06.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot.
Oh yeah, sure.
That is okay.
The equivalent of Fall Guys. just nothing.
Just nothing there. Just fall through it like a sheet of paper.
Also, if you're wondering which enemy is the boss, it's the guy who's regular but purple.
Now that's interesting. I see a yellow guy. Oh, I see. He's got
like a yellow aura. Okay. Yeah.
Boy, he sure is eating my bullets.
Yeah.
What a nasty color to have as an aura.
Just like kind of a
yellow.
Burnt yellow, a mustard. This is like Dijon mustard.
Which I do like.
Oh, I'm about. Ooh, fed on him for the kill.
You like that?
Now look at this guy, all spread eagle, holding his belly. I feel like this guy a lot.
This is what I was doing before you guys called me up to play. I was just sitting here holding my belly.
Yeah.
Doing sort of a yoga pose.
He looks like he's having a good time.
Can I say something that I don't, like don't repeat this? Look at his feet.
Oh boy, here we go.
Like, I mean, just like pincer feet, no toes.
That is strange. No wonder
just
he doesn't
clown shoes.
Yeah. All right.
What if instead of EvilVEvil, it was Freak versus Freak?
Oh, and they like sucked on toes or something? Yeah, Christian, I like where your head's at.
I don't like it at all.
I don't know. Take away from me, like, if you've played, enough Left 4 Dead to the point where you don't want to play it anymore, and you finished up Back 4 Blood and are done with Destiny, and if you're just looking for a new co-op shooter to play, like I would say this is not a waste of your time, but as we were talking about before, like, is this an excellent game that demands the attention that it requires? I would say probably not.
Yeah, seems pretty shallow, which is can be a good thing for a game where you're just trying to shoot a million dudes.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's trying to do stuff with like one weapon shields, the other weapon is health, and you've got these characters and they've got different abilities, and you're leveling up and you're putting artifacts in, and it's like it's not presenting as a shallow game, but it does play like one.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just like shooting stuff. I like vampires, but I don't necessarily feel very vampire-y.
No.
Aside from the bite, that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess the glide mechanic,
which is a little awkward.
Extent.
But is gliding like a vampire like staple?
I mean, Dracula turns into a bat. I know that.
That's fair. That's very true. That would be kind of a cool little power to turn into a bat for a second and like have that be like a dodge or like a blink or something like that.
Transformations would be very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like maybe I see them when I level up, but like I said before, I would really like to see more artifacts, like gothic kind of weaponry than just assault rifles and sniper rifles and stuff.
Fair.
Yeah. Or even like melee stuff, maybe. Big flail. Big like Morning Star and a chain thing you can swing around. I don't know.
I do think you're onto something with the ultimate. Like if characters had like some kind of ultimate to do a bit more damage, that could fundamentally change the way these characters feel.
Yeah.
Between choosing one or the other, I think you're onto something there.
Yeah, they just have
100%.
Like two. They've got one mobility thing and one damage thing. And that's the only thing that separates these characters. And also the order that they unlock things on their level, right?
And I would say too that, like, to what you're talking about, Christian, about like having some sort of like ultimate or something like that, having any sort of like interplay between the different classes, you know, so like you know, your class, Eric, might be good at one thing but really bad at another, and so mine is really good at that thing. It's just like rock paper scissors, right? Like video games do this all the time with all sorts of different things. But having some sort of like abilities that could either pair well together or like you are specialized to do one thing. Might be kind of interesting.
I also say, like, maybe this is the kind of game that really opens up over time, and there is more depth as you level up. But in an era where the Steam refund is 2 hours long, you really have to put your best foot forward with this kind of thing.
Yeah, it's true.
And if they're burying the more interesting level design and the cooler bosses, the better enemies, the better builds, if they're burying all that stuff in 10 hour, 15, 20 hours of gameplay, I think that's you're asking a lot.
Yeah, absolutely agree.
Yeah. Cool. Anything else before we wrap it up?
I think you got it all, man.
That's EvilVEvil. On behalf of Christian and Peter, I am Eric. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell, and visit us at TheGamer.com. That's The Gamer. No spaces.